Folks, I think it's safe to say that the hierarchy of power in the DC universe has changed. Let's talk about it. So folks, Black Adam has released first DCEU film since James Gunn's Suicide Squad, I believe last August, first and only DCEU film of this year since Shazam, The Fury of the Gods got delayed to next year. And Black Adam is interesting, very interesting. Let's talk about, I guess, some of the things I liked first, which would be the film is fun. You know, I had some fun. There is fun to be had here. And if you are not a person obsessed with film, or you don't really care about anything besides having a good time, nothing about a film bothers you, you don't notice things like poor editing, or you don't really just have a problem with films generally, you just go to have fun and take in what's given to you and not ask anything more, then you'll probably like Black Adam. Not a diss or anything like that, because it is very, very, very basic. But the goal is obviously to have fun, and I think it supplies that. I will also say there were actually the film is not great, not good, really, for reasons I will get into, but there are certainly very inspired moments, a lot of stuff that I enjoyed. And then when these things happen, they're few and far between, but when they occur, you know, I really start to be like, you know, maybe I like this film, but then something else will happen where I'm just like, never mind. 2-3 things will happen where I'm like, never mind. You got like homages to older films, in moments of very inspired filmmaking, to be honest, but these things are just so scarce throughout the film that if they were more common and the film were more meta and poking fun at the genre and itself, then I think I would enjoy it more. But they're rare. And then I guess, I don't know if I have any other praise, frankly, for the film. But thankfully, my critiques are not that bad either. Just everything about the film is ridiculously basic. You really see the story for the most part. Actually, that's not true. I was going to say you see the story for the most part through this mother and her kid, and that's just a typical plot device that a lot of films use, specifically superhero films or fish out of water films. You attach yourself to these human characters. But Black Adam even doesn't stick to that. It's very, very messy, because there are portions of the film where you completely abandon Black Adam as a character and just focus on the kid and the mom or the Justice Society. So really there are 3 factions in this film that each get a sizable amount of screen time to themselves. Black Adam makes sense, it's his film. The kid and the mother, as much as I don't like it, makes sense because they're the narrative framing. And the Justice Society, as much as I liked it, does not make sense because this is not their film. But you know, they're fun, so no complaint really there. And I guess let's talk about the Justice Society, because they're probably the best part of the film. It's 4 people, and they're all super fun. I really like Aldous Hodge ever since I saw him in One Night in Miami playing Jim Brown. Phenomenal film, by the way. I would recommend that every day of my life. It's an incredible film, and he's very good in it. And he's good here as Hawkman, so I hope we get some more of him in the DCU. Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate is good. Maybe this is just a personal thing, but I think he was a little underused. I think we definitely could have used him some more, which might sound odd if you've seen the film because they use him quite a bit for big moments, but I definitely think there was more potential for the character there, even potentially as a villain, specifically because the villain in this film was horrible. You have Atom Smasher and Cyclone, I think is her name, and they're fine. You know, they have some good chemistry. They're fun. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, I can't believe I just called him Dwayne Johnson, but The Rock as Black Adam is, you know, this is obviously a passion project for him. You can see, he's not doing any groundbreaking work here, but it's hard not to like, you know, the character, the performance he gives, just because you can feel the dedication that he has to this character, which is far more than really any other role I've seen him in. So look, the film is basic, ridiculously basic. This film has almost no nuance to it whatsoever. Actually, that's not true, because one thing, maybe the main thing I liked, I can't believe I almost forgot to mention this, is it explores morality a little bit. and it doesn't go all the way. And that's why this film is not good, really, because it plays with the idea of being a superhero and killing versus being a superhero and not killing, which is, not a new idea per se. You have that in a Superman, Batman. Actually, neither of them kill, so that's a poor example. But this is a recurring theme in superhero ideas, and I think it's explored pretty well here for the most part, but it never really develops, and it never really comes to any conclusive conclusion. And there's no finality to this moral conflict, but I did like that it was introduced. So anyway, the editing is poor. The filmmaking in general, besides these little homages, is it's really, the film, good God, this is a fast-paced, is a complete understatement for this film. It is like that. The film is over because you're just exploring so many things at rapid speed, and it goes place to place to place to place, and maybe it's just because almost the entire film is action, which is fine. The action is okay here. I'm pretty picky when it comes to action, and I don't think this is groundbreaking action by any means, and it's so reliant on visual effects, which I think always hurts action. But it's, the action is serviceable, and the film is just ridiculously fast-paced. So much exposition just at the beginning, and my God, once it gets going, which is literally when it starts, it does not stop. So I'm sorry, this video is almost as messy as the film, but just thoughts are coming to me left and right. Black Adam is a mess. It is by no means a competent film even, but there is fun to be had here. But at the end of the day, look, this could change on a rewatch, and I will often think about things. Ever since I saw it yesterday, I just think about things that I'll be like, yeah, I actually did enjoy that. But then I'll think about something else like, good God, this was horrible. I can't get over this. So all in all, Black Adam is going to be a C. It's going to be a C because there was more bad than good here, in my opinion. And then I guess one last thing I should touch on there is major spoilers. Major spoilers. Major spoilers. Major spoilers. Click off. Good? Gone. Superman. Superman. I was trying to do like the fist thing, but I don't have a ton of space here. He comes back. Henry Cavill is back with his little spit curl and a classic Superman suit. And look, I'm excited. I was never the biggest Cavill fan. I really don't like the movies. I like Cavill. I don't mean to say I'm not a Cavill fan, but Cavill's Superman, and I really just think he has a ton of potential, but he was super underused. And look, I'm glad the man's getting a shot again. I'm excited to see the future of the DC hierarchy of power. All right, folks, so that is my review of Black Adam. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought. That's all there is to say. I've been EPC Reviews. You've just been the absolute best. Tell them that Black Adam sent you. I think that's what he says, but I forgot. Bye-bye.